Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Brian from Rocktop. Rocktop is a group that's interested in all things rock and mental health. I would just like to take a quick minute and give you an update on what Rocktop is up to here in the next coming months. And then I'll give you guys a brief overview of the interview with Mixi Demner, and then I'll let you loose. So, a few things that we want to touch on. Season 2 of Rocktop is underway. We're interviewing bands. If you would like to submit your band for a potential interview, let me know. You can submit your band at rocktopfan@gmail.com or send me a direct message on Facebook. Just link me a video to a YouTube video of one of your latest songs. Give me a little background about yourselves and let me know what you got coming up for the rest of the year. Another thing we are putting on pit will be October 14th at the Covalite Theater in Butte, America, or Butte, Montana. But anyways, come join us. I think we're going to have doors open at 4. Looking to get like 12 acts in the door. We're currently raising money to bring in a bigger headliner, but it's not a guarantee. So we're still working on that until the end of the month. But we do have some donations coming in. And if you'd like to help us as well, go to our website at rocktopnation.com. And we got some links there to donate some money to help us get some more events in the Southwest Montana area. The reason why Rocktop exists is we're here to help others. And the purpose of Rock the Pit is to help struggling youth, because music helped me get through my youth, especially playing guitar. And so last year we took the proceeds of Rock the Pit and we bought acoustic guitars for 6 individuals in Southwest Montana. And it's absolutely awesome. So we work with Brittany Masters with Butte Cares, and she helped us identify these individuals. And it's pretty cool to hear that. So instead of 6 guitars this year, we'd like to do 60. Are we going to hit that goal? I have no idea. If you want to help us, join up. If you want to be a band, you got some solo acts you want to do something fun, you let me know, and we'll try and figure it out. I think that's it. Join us. Here's our Rocktop on Facebook. Just search Rocktop. It's a private group. On Insta, Rocktop, rock_top_1. And then on YouTube, Rocktop 507, which you might be already on YouTube watching this. But anyways, like and subscribe to our YouTube content. We put all of our exclusive content on that channel, and we are in a growth phase. We're really excited about our growth, and we would just like to thank everybody that has been a part of this mission to help us get here today, especially my wife. She is fantastic and absolutely takes excellent care of her family and allows me to do these things in our free time. So back to the interview with Mixi Demner. We had a really awesome conversation. It is a longer interview. So if you are wanting to get the highlights of what's going on in their life, the first 8 minutes, it should be sorted out. So we're going to talk about Possess Me, one of their new songs. They got a new song coming out soon as well. She talks about the new album that they got coming out, To the Wolves, that drops on 8/31, August 31st. That same exact day, they kick off their tour with Escape the Fate, Drugs, Point North, and Garzi. So, and they're in Salt Lake, the first stop. So if you're in Salt Lake, go check them out. The tailing half of this interview is, the majority of this interview is about mental health. Mental health with the female fronted movement in rock and metal, mental health in touring, mental health in dating a band member, mental health in the public eye, and how do these things work. So I would highly recommend this episode for young women that are wanting to aspire to be musicians, artists, whatever, performers of any sort. I would watch this. There is one thing, if you watch one thing in this entire episode, if you don't have time to do anything, let me get my note pulled up. At 12 minutes and 33 seconds is some amazing advice of what it takes to get through in the music industry. Enjoy, and give me some feedback, because I love feedback. And other than that, We'll talk to you guys soon. So this is season number 2 that we're in, chapter number 2 of this interview series. I took a small sabbatical for a while. Life took a hold of me, depression, all sorts of other crap. But anyways, I'm back. And I couldn't be any more excited to have Mixi back today. She is incredible. She is brilliant about the music, about the industry, about how things happen in the world. She's gone through it all. She's seen it all. She's here to lay some education on us, let us know what's going on. She has a brand new song, Possess Me, out that just came out a couple weeks ago. Fantastic. We're going to talk about our new album coming out very soon. And then the tour after that kicks off August 31st. Is that correct, in Salt Lake City?
I believe so. Yeah. I'm super stoked with Escape the
Baller.
Fate.
That's really cool. Okay. All right. So let's get into Possess Me. The song has a lot of new structures, a lot of new stuff in it. Merritt really laid down some new guitar work in it. Discuss. Tell me what's going on.
This is Merritt's baby. Like, he started it from most of the times when we're working on a record, there's a lot of people that have their inputs. Everybody has their play in the music and everything like that. But he had started this song by himself in his studio, and he had this vision, and I loved it. And so it's really exciting because it was almost predominantly all Merritt. As far as the music goes, I came in and went crazy all over it. I don't know what happened, but it was just a really, really fun song to do. A lot of dynamics, a lot of screaming, a lot of, our heaviest breakdown to date. And it was just a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a really interesting song about, like, your inner demons and falling in love with them, and kind of being seduced by this, I guess, incubus, succubus, metaphorical demon that's the inside of our, like, darkness.
Yeah. Good. That's awesome. It is a crushing song. The breakdown is brutal. That comes with the new album, right? So that's going to come out with the new album. This album, I'm pumped, right? Because when's the last time you guys set out an album?
We released the last record March 2020, so it was great timing. And so obviously it's 3 years, and it's long overdue, and hopefully the world is completely ready for it, because it's a lot of fun.
Cool. As I'm checking it out, tell me some things that I should expect. What should I hear in there? What's new? What's groundbreaking? What's going to bring the crowd to your shows?
You'll never ever heard music like this before. I'm just no. It's just really exciting. It's very fierce. I like to sing about, like, human emotions and things like that. So every record's a little bit different where I am in my headspace. And this one, I just wanted to be very ferocious. And we all have that little bit of, like, animal inside of us, like this little beast, this, like, terror, this little Tasmanian devil or whatever it is, that just is not, we're not all perfect. Like, we're not. So I think it was just embracing that. And there's a lot of lyrical content about just, it's aggressive, and it's fast paced, and it's fun and energetic. And I scream a lot more than I did. I could scream more, but I just kind of, I let it all out on this one. We'll see what happens with the next record. But it was a lot of fun, a lot of dynamics, a lot of just super sick riffs. It slaps. It's just it's a good time.
That's awesome. What should I listen to first? Right? What after Possess Me? What am I going to go to next?
I really like Taste for Blood. It's my vampire song. A lot of the songs are very much based around, like, kind of like vampires and werewolf flicks. We were watching a lot of vampire movies at the time, and so we were very inspired by, like, the underworld movies, and, like, just things like that. So we just kind of stayed in that lane as far as the lyrical content, using that beast, that animal inside of us kind of thing, as more of, like, a monster that will, like, eat your blood or suck your blood, or, like, that's one of my favorites.
What's his name? Michael Craven?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Kate Beckinsale, right? Underworld, that
right.
series.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know Kate, obviously.
Oh, you
Who
know
doesn't?
Kate?
No, no, we're best friends.
Oh,
We hung out earlier today. I wish me and her need to be best friends. But
she
yeah,
is so cool.
like that
Yeah.
girl. Yeah, she's gorgeous. And I don't know. We just cinematically we had 4 music videos for this, and I wanted to start the concepts visually with more of like underworld kind of, patent leather bodysuits and
Yeah.
that kind of blue tone undertone kind of thing. So we kind of went with that for the first two. We do have another music video coming out very soon. We have 2 more before the album is released.
What are they? Can you tell them?
I don't know.
Okay.
Uh, there's one coming out next week, so it's called
Dang.
Immortal.
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 Okay.
Um, it was written. It's not a. It's about immortalizing yourself in being a hero, like in war, and basically sacrificing yourself, and
Hmm.
uh, in a sense that you're fighting for something bigger than yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's and it. There's a lot of little Easter eggs with Marvel movies because there's like little tiny quotes, not the whole quote. Don't want to rip them off. Don't want to piss off Marvel,
Oh
but
my gosh.
you know, uh, there's some little Easter eggs in there with like Marvel movies. So try to find them.
Cool. That's way cool.
Yeah.
I love that. I love when people put a little more like effort into it, right? To like, there's more to the gift than just the gift.
That's what this record, the more that we write, the more that we have a vision that's really clear and focused. And this one was so focused as a whole, instead of just like, here's a song, here's a song, here's a song.
Mm-hmm.
Focus wise, like I had pretty much, we were all on the same page from the beginning, which mean we wrote almost every song we wrote, we used for the record. So it ended up being pretty spot on from the beginning. The concept was there. I had a little time to sit with it and really just kind of digest what I wanted it to visually be. I kind of took control of the visual aspect of everything.
That's cool. That's really cool. Um, and I feel that that underworld vibe from the To the Wolves song has that kind of like wintry feel, kind of like that, somebody running through the forest kind of feel too, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I didn't even realize till after. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Game of Thrones, like Jon Snow.
Yeah.
And then somebody brought up AFI, Love
Oh
Like
yeah.
Winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I went back and watched. I'm like, oh my God, it's Love Like Winter recreated.
Love that song. That's a great song.
Yeah. And so I'll take it because I mean, I grew up with
Yeah.
AFI, like all that stuff is like it grew me up, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not grown up, but whatever.
Don't ever grow up, buddy. Be the T-Rex.
It's a trap.
Okay, what about the tour? What's your 5 shows away from the Blue Ridge Rock Festival once you get started? That's gonna be crazy, right? It's gonna be nuts.
Ah, yes, we played Blue Ridge like 2 years ago, and it was so much fun. We got to open up on the same stage as like Rob Zombie, and I remember our guitar player was putting his pedal board right next to John Fives at the time, and that's his literal like one of his favorite guitar players of all time. So
Yeah,
being able to put it right next to it was just setting up like it's just
dream
so
come true.
cool. This year we were on the same stage as Evanescence. So
Dang.
that is like my little dream come true. And um, it's just really cool.
Yeah, you're cool. You guys do cool things. Keep it up.
You know what I've learned is that the longer you don't quit, the more cool things you get to do. So,
Right?
so if you quit, you don't get to do those cool things. Like if I quit like 10 years ago, there's so many cool things I would have missed out on.
Hey, you had your start was nuts, right? You've been through it, bud.
Hasn't
You've been.
everybody in this industry though? This
I don't.
industry,
There's people out there that would dream to be in your position, right? That dream about it in general, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know.
I do think they're and the female fronted stuff is just unreal, right? It's just like hitting so heavy, and it's just like you came in early. you came in when it wasn't every other band, right? You were the groundbreaker, right? And you're still here. You're stop,
I'll
stop.
take it, but that's
Okay, there's Joan Jett. You could talk about those gals, right? You could talk about the real gals, right? Aretha and all that. I get that, but you came into like a modern world of rock and metal, right? You came into the Rob Zombies, the Disturbs, the all that, right? And you made a damn mark, a big damn mark right out of the gate.
I mean, thank you for saying that. I guess it feels different from my perspective because
Sure.
it always feels like Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the hill. When am I going to just let it roll down forever and like
Yep.
just enjoy the walk? But
Yep.
um, I feel like there's definitely been torches. There's been women carrying these torches since the Runaways, since Joan,
Mm-hmm.
since, Lita Ford.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's been the Evanescence torches and the Lacuna Coil torches and the
Truth.
Avril Lavigne and the No Doubt and those girls in a male dominated industry. And then you've got
Mm-hmm.
this moment that I really think sparked it all up again with really heavy stuff and Arch
Yeah.
Enemy, Alyssa White Glues,
Butcher Babies.
Butcher Babies. I was at Butcher Babies' very first show. So it's really cool to watch these girls, these women now,
Yeah.
all grow. I mean, we were, running around Hollywood like little hot messes all over the place. Like,
You guys could bounce checkbooks now, huh?
yeah, sure. People use checkbook. I know how
Oh
to
my
use
gosh.
Kelly.
There we go.
But
There we go.
yeah, no, I think it's really cool. I hope that this movement is what I want it to be. I've said
Mm.
this before that I think that you know how there's like a staple in time of things that happen, and you've got like the 80s hair metal, and then you've got the grunge that killed metal, and then you've got the like, and it changed and then it turned back.
Metalcore.
Yeah,
Deathcore.
yeah, then emo and pop
Mm-hmm.
punk, and which came back from punk, and it's like,
Yep.
so everything kind of cycles, it goes in cycles. So like, what is this cycle right now? What is it? What is our
That's
cycle?
great question.
It's
Where do
hard
you
to
think we
see it.
are?
It's hard to see it when you're in it, but like, you bring up the female aspect of things. Maybe that's it. I look at like European metal,
Mm-hmm.
and majority of that is very female fronted, and it's completely like, there are festivals out there are massive for metal, so it is a movement. Who knows how big it can get, and if it will inspire those little girls in their garage to keep going and doing it. I mean, I don't recommend, but if you're willing to put in the work and willing to torture yourself for the rest of your life just to do what you love, then it's worth it.
Amen. Amen. All right. Let's do some closing thoughts. Anything you want to lay out there? Anything you want to push on these people? Rocktop group.
Wow, I feel like we were talking about mental health before we got on the call, so I'll end it with this. I've been going through a lot of stuff with mental health. You can hear it in the lyrics. I didn't know I was like, I didn't know I was like clinically depressed. I just thought I was sad a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, especially in the musical aspect of things, we deal with so many extreme emotions,
Yep.
going into big, huge shows and all the anxiety and stuff that leads up to it. And then these crazy roller coasters of endorphins and dopamine from those shows. And then like the beating yourself up and all the judgment and all the things and emotions that I think that's why there's a lot of musicians that are depressed. Also with the world in general, and questioning whether or not shows will even be a thing, and all that stuff really hit me hard. So last year I started to really dig in and got a therapist. It took me a while to get to the insurance for the therapist.
Yep.
It's really hard to do that, but it was worth it. I did end up getting a different therapist, just because I felt like I need someone to just call me out, like tell me like it is. And we worked through it, and it got to a point where they were like, well, listen, maybe you should talk to a psychiatrist because you might have a chemical imbalance. You might have
Yep.
not enough serotonin, levels or whatever. So I got on those meds, and I was allergic to a couple of them. So
Oh no.
so it was
No.
also a roller coaster. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm finally on a good, and that started in December. I'm finally on a good, I think, amount and a good brand, I guess, that I'm not like not wanting to stay in bed all day and cry all the time. I'm actually probably should have more emotion, to be honest.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just handling things like more realistically and rationally versus emotionally.
Yep.
Uh, and sometimes, you can't win them all, but I'm thinking things through a lot more rather than just using it as like, and that's I think due to the therapy and the medication. And I wouldn't recommend getting off the meds, even though I feel like maybe I got this now. I just want to stay on it because getting off the meds are the worst. Um, so if you're dealing with something you don't know if you're depressed and because I know this conversation is for mental health.
Mhm.
If you don't know it and well, you are, but you're like, I'm just sad. I just cry to Geico commercials. Like,
Oh my gosh, no.
like
No.
I'm
No.
a true emo at heart. So Um, everything is empathically, I feel the emotions from everyone everywhere around me is
Mhm.
what I believe. So I think that look into it, get therapy, really work on your health because your brain can really like take you out and it can be pretty bad. And it sucks. It's miserable living like that. It's miserable living in fear. Was scared to leave the house. I was scared to walk my dogs. I was scared to let them out. So I thought the hawk was going to eat them. Like I was terrified of life. And you can't be scared to live. Otherwise, you'll look back on your life one day and just you wasted all this time just being scared to go out to the grocery store.
Yeah. Yep.
So I've challenged myself, start talking to people more, to start reaching out, start doing things that scare me. This year has been kind of like one of those get out of my comfort zone years. So
Yeah.
that helps anyone. It's helping me right now. And I was a hot mess about a year ago. Like I was
Mhm.
not in a good place. And I go through it a lot. So hopefully these meds work.
Oh my gosh, no way. No, no, no. I can relate 100%. I went through the same exact thing almost at the same time. And it's the meds take a while to kick in. And so it's like, are they gonna work? Like, but they do help. They definitely do help. I suggest seeing a doctor, right? Like you're talking about, go and see a physician that knows what the hell they're talking about, not some dumbass on the side of the street, right? But
Yeah, don't get drugs from the side of the street.
that's our PSA today. No drugs. Last question. What is the next color of hair you're gonna have?
I'm comfortable in this right now. It's
No way. Jet
Yeah,
black.
I dyed it black because I got so tired of always wanting to dye it. When you have like a blonde undertone, you can dye it all the time. And
Sure.
I was like, I need to commit to something. The only color I know I can't get rid of is black.
It's black.
So I am it took me a second. I did bleach the tips and started putting teal in it again. And then I was like, no, no, we're just sticking to this. This is the vision that I had from the beginning. And so I don't know when I'll change it again. Right now, it's probably the first time I've ever said that. Maybe my
Uh-huh.
mental health is good. I don't
That
know.
is.
Change my hair color every two
You're just
seconds.
coming around, buddy.
Man, took all my time. But yeah, I think I'm comfortable in this. It's the closest to my natural color than it's been since like middle school.
What?
Um,
Wow. Your
yeah,
natural color is like a darker color?
it's like a in between brown blonde. Like it's the
Hmm.
darkest blonde and the lightest brown was what my hairstylist said. So
Gotcha.
I can that's why I can bleach it to platinum if I need to, but it was
Yeah.
frying my hair and I'm trying to take care of it a little more. I want to make sure I'm not bald by the time I'm like 70.
So remember when like Eminem's blonde hair was in everybody's school classroom, right? Everybody wanted
Yeah.
to be Eminem. So
Yeah.
I did that, and then I did this. Just took all my hair off.
Just shaved it.
No,
See,
it's all gone, but it's all like chemically bad. It's
chemically,
trash.
yeah, I bleached it so much that I just noticed that it was starting to like really affect it. And so I'm kind of on the health nut mission where I'm like,
Tea
taking
tree
care of
oil.
that stuff smells so weird, but yeah,
Smells weird.
peppermint, like
Oh, you don't like mint?
that's what it was. Yeah, it was peppermint that our guitar player uses peppermint in his hair and it smells funny. It smells like a dog got washed, but
No, no, no. That's tea tree oil. He's using
is
tea
it
tree oil.
is it tea tree? Something, it's minty.
Yeah, he's taking very good care of his hair.
He's good with that stuff. I am like eating organically and all that junk. I'm trying to, but I'm so like conditioned to, a happy meal every once in a while.
Yeah. Admittedly, the last time we had an interview, I probably did like very little research. So you are married to Merritt. Do you disclose that information? Are we supposed to not know these things?
We've slowly kind of been like letting people know, but it's been kind of like private for I think after it's going to be 11 years in October that we've been together.
Good for
And
you guys.
thank you. After our 10-year mark, that's when we announced it on social media. We are like, we've been together 10 years. Like, I think it's just because I didn't want to be in the limelight and the public eye dating. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like, if it didn't work out, like most of the time it doesn't. So if it didn't work out, be like, oh, well, she's not dating the guitar player anymore. Now she's dating some other dude in a
Yeah.
band or whatever it is.
More
Um,
gossip.
so yeah, we keep it kind of quiet, but it's whatever. It can be aired. I don't care
Oh,
anymore.
I can delete this out. I didn't even know that it wasn't. I had no idea that you guys just like let people know. I had no idea. How did I figure that
Yeah,
out?
I mean, we do if you ask me on a one-on-one level.
Really?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I might
fine.
have watched one of your Twitches or something like that, and that's where it came up.
Yeah, yeah, that was another thing is like it's not like a massive secret or anything. We just don't like air it all over the place and post like cutesy pictures all
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
We're
I like
very
that.
private when it comes to that.
100%, especially because that's your private life, right?
Well, yeah, I mean like it's just there was a lot of like I didn't want any drama, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want any drama. So like I avoid drama at all costs and I don't want people just trying to, mess up the relationship or do whatever. Instead, I mean, sometimes you get yourself into that trouble when you don't tell people that you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
You're like, no, 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 I'm
Yeah.
married.
Yeah. This is a thing.
Yeah, so I've been more vocal about it just because I don't think it's gonna change anytime soon.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else really.
Well, just take care of your mental health, kids, because brains are really, really, really intense. And
Shut the heck
brains, man, brains. I sound like a zombie.
up. There you go. That sounds like
That's a zombie
Plants
brain.
vs Zombies. Brains.
Brains,
They
brains.
just scoot.
But they are. They're very, very, very. Uh, they can either make you be very, very happy, or you can snowball into a very, very sad place. And I've been there over and over again. And
Yeah.
right now where I'm at, I don't know what the future holds, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. I'm handling a lot of things on my plate that I would otherwise be, crying in a fetal position.
Yeah.
But I'm managing it. I'm being a boss bitch and trying to just be rational
That's
and
cool.
professional as much
Yeah.
as I can be professional.
And I see a therapist every Monday. And the second I started doing therapy and like actually thinking about my mental health, like prioritizing it, life's gotten so much better.
It's hard when you're really depressed because you don't want to leave the house.
You don't care.
Yeah, it's just like I
People
don't
are
even.
like, why don't you get anything done today? It's like, I don't even feel like being a person today. So you go
Like,
figure that out, right?
yeah, my mental health was a mess. Like literally, like didn't want to leave the bed on some occasions, and I was like, I don't even know what I don't even know. Like I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't know what I'm.
Let
It,
me, what's it like on tour? How hard is it to maintain mental health while you're on tour, or how do you do it? What are the keys to success?
uh, um, hmm. Well, the last time I brought the dog. So that was awesome. Like a little therapy dog. So if I had like an off show or something, I just go back to the RV and like talk to the dog, and dog was just so excited to see me. So it didn't matter. Anything didn't matter. Um, but I guess I don't know how, because I guess try to find the positive in it. We're gonna find out, because I was pretty bummed out on tour a lot, even when like
Mm,
everything was perfect,
yeah.
because I was depressed. So,
Yeah.
no matter what you're doing when you're depressed, you're sad. So it's
Yeah.
like, so I feel like this tour is going to be different because I am in a better space, in a better headspace. Um, and so hopefully we'll find out, and I'll answer that question next time.
Cool. Your vibe on the internet, the socials feels different. This album feels different. I don't know why. I just have this feeling I'm gonna listen to this album and it's gonna kick some ass. I don't know why. It just does.
Do you mean like feels different as in like I'm a different person than what I'm putting out there, because that's true, or feels different, or like it hits differently?
It is the emotion that I receive when I see your posts feel differently than they have in the past. They feel genuine, more genuine. They feel vulnerable. It looks like you're opening up some more, and it's really cool. Um, I've also noticed you're reacting with your people on your posts a lot more, which is awesome. And maybe I don't know you that well, right? So maybe I'm speaking out of turn here. So stop me if I am. But you are really doing some cool stuff. And the emails that you responded to me with, getting through this, 30 of them. It took us 30 emails to get an interview set up. Crazy. But
Uh,
the
well, I appreciate you recognizing that. Like I said, I am trying to step out of my comfort zone, and usually I'm a very introverted person, so I'm trying to.
Wait, hold on. You just said you're introverted?
I am.
No. Wait,
I
you are, because the show energizes you, right? Or drains you, and then you go away, right? And you refill.
I hide. Yeah, I hide.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hermit. Like I don't really leave the house. And well, I can't say that anymore, because this year I've been forcing myself to do those things, to respond to comments, to read the comments. I wouldn't even read them
Mm-hmm.
before, because it affected my mental health so
I'm
bad.
sure. I'm
I
sure.
post, get in, get out. Like
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
putting myself out there on the internet in front of 125,000 people or whatever.
200,000 followers on Facebook, bud. 200,000
Oh,
people look at your stuff every day, whatever you posted.
yeah. So anything you post, it's like there's
Quarter
going to be,
million people are checking you out.
yeah. So it's like, okay. Now I'm freaking out about it, but
Don't freak out. You're doing great. And I'm just
yeah.
the okay. All right. One question I had after you get off the stage, right? Say you're walking off the stage. The show is done. I was watching this reel of like Led Zeppelin. They were getting off the stage. You just played to a massive crowd. I don't know the biggest crowd you played to. After that moment, what do you want to do, right? What does your mind naturally tell you want to do? Like, and this is for you specifically. You said you want to go back and just be apart and alone by yourself after a show. What does that look like?
Well, I have a little CBD usually. So I will go back into the RV, and if the dog's with me, I can't bring the dog because now we have two dogs. So I can only, two dogs is a lot of dogs on tour. But
Yeah, yeah,
I would usually just kind of wind down and chill. And with the COVID thing, I couldn't go out to the merch table, but we are going to go out to the merch table this next tour. Uh,
awesome.
yeah, so we haven't done that in like 4 years, because it's changed so much, So
Coolest
uh,
thing bands can do. Coolest thing by far.
yeah, and we used to do it all the time, and it got a little weird. But
Yeah, sure.
it got a little sketchy sometimes. So
Yeah.
stopped doing that and focused
Mm,
on VIPs, but we only have five VIPs, and they're pretty much all sold out. That's the only amount that we're allowed to do this tour. So we were like, you
mm,
know what? We do want to go out there and socialize, and COVID's not as much of a thing anymore. So let's go out in between our set and the next band. And so it's only a short window.
yeah.
At least we're going to go out and like say hi. And I think not getting people's response for so long also,
Yeah.
to the show, I don't know how it went. Like if I go back to my RV, and I sit there by myself, I don't know how it went.
That's right.
Um, and so maybe going back to the merch table will help like fuel the ego or something and make me feel like I did a good job when I don't feel like I
Well,
did a good job.
I would recommend some downtime, right? You do need to re-energize yourself a little before, because you've already drained yourself after you get off that stage. If you truly are an introvert, you burned it all up. Unless I'm wrong. Unless
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
but this is a 25-minute set, so it shouldn't be too
Oh,
bad.
cool.
And I'm not doing like the really super, super, super hard songs vocally,
Okay. Okay.
which strain me out. And so I should be able to handle that kind of interaction. But yeah, after the merch table, I'm definitely gonna go and just chill and
Mhm.
probably take off whatever crap I have to wear.
I know, right? You guys wear some crazy stuff. Guys, gals. You
Well,
gals wear.
we're starting to like paint ourselves more. We did go through a paint phase like a long time ago, and then I decided to start bringing it back. I just felt like now is the time to start painting ourselves again, and I don't care how messy we're gonna get. Like we're gonna be gross walking into the Denny's,
Cool.
you know. It's whatever.
Have you seen that phase like what the F is up, Denny's? And then there's, have you seen that reel?
Uh-uh.
No way.
What?
Oh, I'll send it to you. There's this like local band, and they're playing it in the Denny's. And the lead singer goes, "What the F is up, Denny's?" And they just slam into a song. It's awesome. It's fantastic.
I mean, that's pretty much it, except they close early now, so
Oh
most
yeah.
places. So I don't know if we'll make it in time, but yeah, we'll be like, "What's up, Planet Fitness?"
Hey, if they got that massage table, those things are dialed in.
Oh
The
yeah, like
the
especially the first week of tour when I have like massive bangover from headbanging, and
oh man.
everybody's like, "How does this body work again?" And then like, yeah, because you go hard up there, right? And you don't even realize it. And
Mhm.
uh, that first massage chair is like heaven.
Yeah, yeah. I get that. I get that. I'm just really excited for you. I think you're gonna have a really good year. I think it's gonna be cool.
I hope that you're right. I mean, I
Yeah.
can't I can't imagine that this tour would not be cool. It's got some awesome bands. You got Escape the Fate, you got Point North, you got Drugs and Garzy.
Hmm.
And so it's all these really awesome artists. And I'm actually really looking forward to not being a hermit, not going back into the RV, and actually going out and watching majority of their sets and
Oh my,
going out of my comfort zone
you
and
should
going.
be so proud of yourself.
It's scary. It's
Do
scary.
it. I'm so proud of you.
I'm gonna do it.
Uh, you should. I think your fans are gonna love you for it. They already do. You have an excellent following, so keep it up. Okay. What else?
I don't know. You're the one with the questions.
I'm done, bud. I'm gonna stop recording if you don't mind.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, and I hope that somebody got
Oh,
something. Did you? What?
yeah, no, you're good.
Oh no.
I didn't even let you say goodbye, and I was like, I'm gonna stop recording. Like she's
I
trying to say
Stop
goodbye.
it.
This lady's cut
Cut.
it out.
Yep, that's a wrap.
Quiet on the set. I was what do they call them? A PA and a grip and electric for a movie up here in Montana. Funnest job I've ever had in my life by far.
Yes, I worked behind the camera before the band for a long time, production assistant stuff, art
Yeah, yeah.
department, props, things like that. I loved that stuff.
It's badass, right?
So much fun. I mean, I don't
Oh,
even care what time you have to wake up. It's like,
oh, I
I
know.
I don't care about 6 a.m. Sure, call
They'll
time.
burn your balls into the ground. They don't give a crap, man. They'll just
Yeah,
run you so hard.
yeah. I mean, because there's so many people who want to break into the business. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean, if something ever happened in music, like took a total shit, I would definitely go back into film.
Yeah. You know what I said? For I think the average age probably had to have been 32 on set, because it was like the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, and they did this movie called Dead Seven. It was the movie that we shot was absolutely awesome, but the movie that they released sucked like really bad. And like I know it was the people that bought the movies issue that got cut down, but the movie we shot an awesome movie. Like it was so cool. And then another gal named Carrie, I forgot who her last name. She's really cool too. And I'm just meeting these people, right? But okay, so these people, average age 32, they could kick ass at anything. They were so good at moving, timing, sequences, responsibility. If the gal took the lens out of the case without having it properly protected, and I said the gal because we only had one for our cameraman, pissed, like pissed. And then I got good friends with the director. He did Big Brother, I think, for CBS.
Yeah.
And he's like, every 2 hours, I would like a Q-tip of Vaseline, Brian. And I was like, you got it, sir. And so
I don't want to know what that's for.
for his lips, they were chapped. Sorry.
Oh,
I should have said that. Yeah.
right. What do you need a Q-tip? Just a Q-tip?
Just stop. Just stop.
It was awesome talking to you. Thank you so much for having me. And hopefully we can do this again sometime without 30 emails.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, sorry that I had to have a baby in the planning of all of this.
No, my bad for having a baby.
By the way, she's healthy, doing well. We've expanded. My wife's incredible. I love her dearly. She gives me the opportunity to have these moments. So thank you to all you wonderful women out there that give us great lives, men, great lives.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not going to have any. I don't even know if I can, to be honest, but
Yeah.
I got a lot of fur babies. So I don't know if I'll ever know what it feels like to have the love of like a baby, of your own baby, you know?
It's the most beautiful thing you'll ever feel in your life, hands down.
I've heard that. And it's like,
It's crazy.
I just don't think that by the time that my husband's ready, I don't think that I'll be able to, or like I might not be able to now. Like we have no idea. So we're not
Yeah.
trying to not to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so who
Wait,
knows?
it's not Demner now. Or is it? Did you keep it?
Yeah, I didn't. It's too much paperwork.
All right, all right. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. Okay.
Yeah.
You're cool. You really are.
Thanks. I appreciate it. You too. And enjoy your time with your baby. And thank you so much. And let me know whenever you have this done, and I'll share it on all the socials.
Cool. All
All
right.
right.
See you,
Bye.
Mixi.
Yeah.